and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards. Told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. To throw is Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Cook takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Elliott in week 1, that loss to Carolina, he had 15 carries, 69 yards. He did have a score as well.
The Cowboys' offensive line, tight ends, they have to spend a lot of time in practice now working against loaded boxes. All right, I'm not just talking about 7. I may not even be talking about 8. I'm talking about maybe 9 that'll be in that box until the Cowboys show they can hurt people downfield throwing the football. He's going to have to not just get what's blocked in terms of yardage. He's going to have to create his own yardage with his runs.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Gun. Here you go.
To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, CD, looking back to last week, one interesting thing certainly was that tie between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. You know, that was the first week 1 tie since 1971.
Yeah, I think our research told us that the Broncos and Dolphins tied 10-10. And remember, overtime was instituted by the NFL starting with the 1974 season. So this is unbelievable, those two teams tied. Cleveland was +5 in turnover.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from the 20, and the Cowboys are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now come the Vikings. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Again, this is Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Here we go, 46. Switch, hey, 480. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Switch, hey. Gun. Let's go, let's finish now.
2nd down, Prescott. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 36 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. A handoff. It's Murray. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Cousins on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
First. Here we go.
Cousins now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Jahan, what I need? 35 to the right. Coming this way. Here we go. Rhino. 99, check 99.
Now Cousins. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Austin. They juked him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14. On the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Take 47. Here we go. 48.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Cousins out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 49 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Under.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
47.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Start there. Start there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Here we go, 46. Woo.
Now Prescott on 4th down. But he's got it to Hearns. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action here on first down. And an alley to run. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
We're going right there. There we go, kill.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Over there. Right there.
He'll get it up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On the ground, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run it again with Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey. 4 down. 41's the will.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, 46, 46. Switch, and hey, gun. Hey, 47. Hey, alert 3. 46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last shot now for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a good game. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your